Okay, great to have you here today, Cal.
Absolutely, buzzing to be here finally.
Been trying a few times, haven't
I know, but we're here, that's what matters.
we? We are, and we're going to really focus on short game today. And you were just saying driving up, it's an area of the game which is probably your weakest.
Yes, it is by far that, and those pesky bunkers. That's a scorecard ruiner for me.
It'll take some time to get in there, yeah?
Absolutely.
So, I just looked at your clubs there.
Yep.
You've got a 52,
Yep.
56, tailor-made like it, and then you've got a 48 and a wedge there.
Yes.
We're going to start with the really straightforward chip and run shot just to this first pin here.
Okay.
And then we're going to place them to the back pin. So I want to see what you've got. Okay, I'm not going to give you any clues. Use whatever club you'd normally use.
I've got to think to the reels. I've got to get the reels in my mind.
I cheated. Okay. And what would be the typical miss hit? I mean, you've hit that long way behind the ball.
Yeah.
Is it consistency of strike is your main issue?
Yeah, I would say that's definitely it. And then it's just a lot of hitting and hoping.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real thought behind it. It's usually the same club, the same swing,
Okay.
the same release.
All right. I don't like hope as a plan. Let's see if we
Yes.
can improve
So
it.
let's see if we, yeah.
Okay, so a couple more for me. So that's the typical one. I mean, that was, again, 2-3 inches behind.
Yeah.
Okay. The key we've got to get for you is really improve your setup. Like, really make sure you're world class over the ball, right? Because you're setting up a bit like you're just sort of hitting a full swing and you're trying to hit a short game shot. And what you really need to understand that long game and short game are totally opposite games. Okay, so long game's kind of strong. We're trying to hit full power shots. Okay,
Yeah.
we need a wide stance. We want to be sort of moving the weight through. Short game is much more about being rotational. So you're trying to rotate around a fixed point. It's about finesse and feel. And you look like you're setting up for a long game shot.
Yes.
You've got a very wide stance. You're up the top of the grip. You stand quite a long way from the ball, and you've got a long swing. Okay, it's very hard for you to sort of control it that way. Although you do a pretty good job considering how you're setting up.
Okay.
But we are going to make big changes to how you set up to the ball and your sort of overall concept in how you play a short game shot. So this is you at the moment, very square feet, very wide. We're going to get your heels almost touching. You want about one golf ball between your heels, and then you want 2 club heads between your toes, because what you're going to do is you're going to turn the left foot out.
Okay.
You're going to flare the foot. And what that's going to do for you is it's going to allow you to put your weight forwards. I want you to create this pivot line that runs from your foot, through your knee, through your hip into your shoulder, almost through your left ear there. So you're creating that line. So you're going to feel 60-70% of your weight is forward, and then from there you're then going to be encouraged then to start making a rotational movement.
Yeah.
Whereas at the moment you've got a lot of like side to side shift. Does that make sense? Can you feel that?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why you hit generally 2-3 inches behind the ball, because you're wide, you're moving off it, and you're sort of hitting back on it. Okay.
Yeah.
So to get that slightly downward blow, which is what you want for a chip and run shot, it's very important that we set up with the zip here just in front of the ball, and then from there you see you can make that little nip. Do you hear that noise? So it's a bit more downward on it rather than this sort of too much of a sweep.
Yeah.
So going to get you absolutely world class over the ball.
Yeah.
Take as long as we need to get you there, and then that'll start a better chain reaction. Okay. Does that feel much narrower than normal, yeah?
Yeah, it feels very...
Heels a little bit closer still.
It's still a bit
Left
more
foot turned out more.
like that.
Right, good. And then I want you to feel that way. See, before you were setting up, I reckon, about 60% on your right foot.
Yes.
And we move into sort of 60 or 70 on your left. So that'll feel way left to you.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Your chest bone, where the zip is a couple of inches in front of the ball now. So that's going to help you with the low point control.
Yeah.
Okay. What it's also done is it's leveled your shoulders out a bit more. Okay, so this left shoulder's gone a little bit lower, whereas before you got quite a lot of tilt.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why you were hitting behind. Great for long game, like when you're hitting driver, right?
Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah.
You said your long game's pretty solid.
Yeah.
But your whole thing is your long game has been taken into short game, and we've got to get a bit more specialist, yeah?
Yeah.
So that looks better. So I hit a few now. I don't want you to think anything about your swing.
Yeah.
We're going to see how the setup changes the swing, and then we're going to get into the swing accordingly, okay? Just from there, hit a few shots. Right, do you hear that noise?
Yeah.
No, that's the
sounds
first
like a
one.
chip.
Yeah, exactly. Because we moved the low point forward there. That was really good. There, fixed.
All right, I head home then. I guess that's that.
I mean, I'm just trying to impress people all the time that the short game is a chain reaction. If you start with the wrong setup, it's difficult then to get the right dynamics through the swing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just got you into a much tidier setup there. Ball position just back, chest bone just in front of the ball. Just keep this handle high. You like to get your hands quite low.
Yeah.
That's it for this shot. Right,
Yeah.
left. Okay, good, perfect. Good. See, it's coming off a bit lower as well.
Yeah.
Keep the hand side, want that really flat. Down a bit lower. Perfect. Coming a bit closer. Good. Right, that's perfect. There's one last thing I need to check, which is your grip
Yep.
pressure. Don't cheat it. Don't suddenly grip
Yep.
it light. I'm going to
No,
give you a
no, no.
number out of 10. This is normal, yeah?
Yeah. This is how I would hold it.
Okay, right. So 0 isn't holding it. 10 is as tight as it humanly gets. You're a 9. Right?
Okay.
Okay. So we've got to get
Right.
we got to get you to about a 3.
Okay.
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 I'll take you to a 3. You go back to 9 where you normally are.
Yep.
Right. Lighter. Right. There we go. We're about a 5 now. There we no, just 4. That's a 2. Go back. Too tight. Lighter. There. Feel that?
Okay. Yeah.
You see how I'm able to let the club swing and release now?
Right.
Whereas before I couldn't move it. It was just rock solid.
Yeah.
Does that feel really light?
That feels really strange.
Yeah. Right, so same setup, same swing, but a lighter grip. Okay, I'm going to take a couple.
Now we're going for the 5 pin this time.
Let's try that again.
That's what I would. When the grip is lighter, it feels a little bit like less controlled.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'll let you go to a 4.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
Very good. When you want to start getting more control and spin around the green, the tighter you hold it, the more that ball's going to jump off. And you're saying you
Right.
don't spin at all.
Yeah.
So if I want the ball to spin less, if I want to go up a slope, say to that pin there, I'll grip it tighter.
Yeah.
I want the ball to jump off. If I want to control it and spin it, you've got to grip it a bit lighter.
Right.
It'll just feel really weird.
Yeah.
To begin with. Really, really good. Yeah, a
Awesome.
bit tidier.
Yeah, much tidier.
Okay, now you flip that a bit. Okay, right.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we do need to get into a little bit in your swing. Right. So we've got you world class over the ball, right?
Great.
It's hard.
Yes.
It's hard to be world class in the swing.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and make you world class. And you stand this
Will
side,
do.
right? So we've got you absolutely where we need you over the ball. Your swing plane. So the swing plane is the angle in which the club goes back. Your swing plane is really good. You go back on a really good line. You don't really move the hip enough. I'd like you to feel like your right hip's going to work back at the same time a bit more.
Okay.
Okay, so I want you to feel like your weight is
But to
left,
rotate
but you have a
further
bit more
back.
rotation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you don't have that much rotation through the ball, and that's why you just hit that last shot. So you've got back on a good line, but then you've looked a bit like this. Just try and watch me sort of. Can you see I've stayed very much linear here, and that's going to get the club over releasing.
Okay.
I'm just going to catch it off the sole there and thin it. So you need to feel. I'll do a real slow motion one, but just look how my upper body rotates. Can you see as I moved around the corner this way?
Yeah.
I've moved onto it. So the hand path wants to feel like it for you goes more around the corner, not down the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
And which one you want?
You want around the corner.
Around the corner.
You get too much this way.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
So yeah.
You've got to feel more rotation.
Okay.
I'm going to move you actually this time. So you start the swing and everything. I'm going to just move you a little bit better when you're ready. Right. How's that feel there?
I felt
What
like the
drops
best
way
one
in?
so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what do you notice and feel about your follow through?
Down here.
Yeah.
Turning around the corner.
And this is
hips
opened up
gone.
that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's the big change.
Okay.
Much better. That's really tidy.
Yeah. Felt much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a good player.
Well,
You would be good, I think. Yeah.
hopefully. By the end of this, I will be.
Beautiful. Really, really good.
Yeah.
I like it. You're holding your
Happy
finish.
with
You look professional as well.
You get that in slow-mo. Great.
Nice. You hear that noise?
Yeah, that sounded perfect.
Yeah, good work.
Happy with
Good.
that.
So we're gonna stay with this technique,
Yes.
stay with this release,
Yep.
and we're gonna play to the next pin now.
Okay.
What would you normally do in this situation in terms of club selection? Would you change or would you stick with what you've got?
If
Which
I
is
was
that?
trying to
Sorry,
have
that
it-
is 50,
This is a 56.
56. Yeah.
If I was trying to get it to run out a bit more, I might go to like a 52.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, do that then. Let's do
yeah.
52. I agree because to play the 56 to that pin, we've had a lot of rain, we know the greens are soft, it's actually into the wind a bit as well.
Yeah.
All these things are going against you with 56. You want the ball to run out,
Yeah.
okay? We'll try it with the 52 first, but this is just now, if you understand, this is one technique I've taught you. You can change the club in your hand, it'll give you all these different shots.
Right.
You know, whether it's a 7-iron, a 9-iron, a 52, 56 or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you'll just find that
But
when you use
the setup is always the same?
exactly the same.
Okay.
Anything fringe, green side like this,
yeah,
we just use the same technique and change the club.
Okay.
So not a bad technique, but you still see it spun quite a lot, didn't it?
Yeah.
One more. Technically and strike, beautiful. I thought I'd do that and just I knew that was the wrong club.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd do it so you could learn, right?
Taught me a lesson.
Right.
All right.
So it's just spinning up to it, and the wind has also been a real big factor there. So technically, that was fantastic. Both of those, second one was probably a bit better, but technically that was brilliant. Like your IQ, your golfing IQ was a little bit low.
Yeah.
Because you didn't anticipate that we're into a bit of an upslope, the green is soft, and it's into the wind.
Yeah.
We don't want to spin. So we're going to do the same swing. We're going to try 9-iron.
Okay.
Okay, and you'll see now it'll have a lot less spin on the ball. It'll want to run out.
So you would use a 9-iron in like this sort of situation here, yeah?
Yeah, particularly because we just got all this green to work with.
Yeah.
Feet close. Don't change anything, okay? Just edge a little bit more around to the left. Yeah. Now watch the ball. You see it wants to run out. Now I've misaimed that a little bit still, but you can see how it's much easier to get there.
Yeah.
And you just use the same
That felt
technique.
good as well.
The noise was great.
Yeah.
See how much easier that ball's running out. It's just not spinning up. So
Yeah.
short game is about technique 50%, and it's 50% visualizing, IQ, anticipating what will happen before it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, buzzing with that.
There we go. We're getting some up and downs going.
Yeah, that's class. Right, that's 18 shots off the scorecard.
Right, over here a bit, but that's brilliant. Technically great. Over to you a little bit to practice, just to get the feel.
Yeah.
A 9-iron typically is about a 1/3 carry, 2/3 roll.
Okay.
Assuming a good contact.
Yeah.
Now, whereas in the past, you see, those first few shots you hit, like your flight was like really inconsistent. Some were high, some were low, different spins. It's been hard for you since you started playing golf to really know where you need to land the ball, because your ball's coming off at different flights every time. Now, those last 3 or 4, the ball flight has come off identical every time.
Yeah.
So your instinct will start to, okay, I know what it's going to do. That's where I need to land it. And it's amazing how the instinct comes as a result of the technique.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now you're landing this, to use your eyes a bit more, focus on this zone here.
Okay.
So look at the hole, but focus a bit more where you want to land it as well.
Yeah.
So there, okay? Good, so you've hit your landing spot, the ball hasn't got any spin on it, and it's rolling, trickling out to the hole. Pretty good, just played it a little soft. But very, very good. Look at that, bit of pinball. It off, bit of snooker.
That's the tactic all along. Yeah.
Right.
That feels
cool.
much better.
Right, so we'll pick those up and then we'll get some release twos. Right, so we're in this situation here, and you're just saying this is your worst shot, where you're in what we call a runoff area.
Yeah.
Where the ball, you've gone long, we're going for this front pin, you've gone long on a par 4, for example, it's run down, and you haven't got much green to work with.
Yeah.
You say
this is where the anxiety kicks in. Start shaking, pulling the club out the bag.
Okay, right. Now, what club would you use? Again, I'm not going to give you any clues.
Yeah.
Over to you.
I mean, again, I would go, if it's a pin close, I would go for that 56.
Okay. I like that. A little clean. That happens?
Yes, that's usually the shot.
No, that was nice. So there's elements of what we've just done are going to improve this now, because you're starting to move better.
Yeah. Now keep in mind, previously I'd have been here like this.
Yeah, yeah.
But
that's better. You sorted your aim out there, yeah? That happens as well, right?
yes.
Okay. Right. So we need to get a bit more loft on the ball.
Yep.
And the reason you struggle a little bit with that is how you take the club away for this shot. So we've done the chip and run release 1, and you don't want to be applying quite the same fundamentals, because as your club is going back, it's going back like this. So the club face is sort of in line with your spine. You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah? And what that's going to do is it'll allow you to get a nice shot, but it's going to come out a little bit flat and run out too much.
Yeah.
Okay? It's okay if you've got green to work with. If you want to play a softer shot, it's very important that when you go back, we're going to get a little bit more right side turn, but we're also going to fold the elbow and get the club into more of a toe up position. You see that? And that does two things. It keeps the loft to 56 degrees on the club, and it also keeps the bounce. So this is the bounce angle here, okay? It keeps that on the club. When you take it away close, as you do, it takes a bit of that bounce off. So it's very difficult to get the club sliding on the ball, because for this shot, it actually becomes an indirect contact. You're actually trying to hit behind the ball. If the lie allows, right? So we're playing from lies where you would play this shot. We'll talk about what, if we don't get the lie, what we do in a minute. But if you've got an okay lie, as in you have some grass under the ball, you actually want the club to slide under. So if I do a really short slow-mo one, just watch how the club works. You see? So I've hit that 1 inch before the ball, and then the bounce then can slide under it. And that's what gives you that soft landing, spinning shot. Because you're getting ball first with a shut face, that's why it's coming off hot. And that's also why
you get that
one comes in, because the bounce isn't able to slide through, particularly this wet ground at the moment.
What is it that gets that bounce going? Sorry, is it opening the face?
You need to open it a little bit at dress. You do have it a little bit shut, but really it's making sure as you go back, there's a little bit of wrist set, there's a bit of elbow fold, and we put it into that toe up position. There. This is a totally new shot for you.
Yeah, this is,
It might seem a lot, but it's not. It's, just get the setup basics right. A little bit wider for your feet for this one. Ball position on your left heel.
On the left heel?
Yes, forward, Shaft angle in line with the back of the ball. So no shaft lean at all. Face wants to be a few degrees open. No more than that. And grip's gone to a 6 now. Lighter. Lighter. There you go. Right. Okay, right, show me that back swing and stop. Pretty good. See the difference? I like a little bit more turn. You might overhit to begin with, but that's fine. That's where I want it. That's perfect.
Like that.
Right. And as you come down, the club falls. You land the club before the ball. Slide it underneath. And then the loft is here. This is release 2. This is where the butter grip points somewhere near your belt buckle. Okay, just after the ball. Your rotation is going to bring it round. Okay, I call it putting it in the holster. All that sort of thing. But you're going to keep this on. Don't turn it over. No. Okay. Might take a few to get used to. But just have a few and get to grips with that.
Right. Is weight still on the front leg?
Lower body, you're still going to put the weight forward. Upper body, you can slightly drop the right shoulder now, because we're trying to hit this a little bit forward the ball. Okay, just got the ball first, right? Very, very good. Do you hear that?
Yeah, that felt really nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
A beautiful shot. There you go.
Yeah.
New shot in the locker.
Love it. It's about remembering the shot.
Yeah.
Remembering the intricacies.
You understand what I'm saying about the lie, how important that is? Because you're landing this before the ball, if you had a lie like that, you couldn't do it. You'd have to use the bank. You'd have to hit one in the bank. It might be a hybrid to bump it in there. But if you've got this sort of lie, you can see the club can go under it. Okay, it doesn't need to be amazing. It doesn't need to be sort of only play this shot if you've balls like that.
Propped up,
right? But you need to have something under the ball. Great stuff. Really good.
Yeah, that feels really
Keeping
nice.
it short of the hole.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Can you feel the bounce working? Can you feel the sole sliding?
Yeah. It just feels like it's like a really clean contact.
Yeah.
Instead of when the first ones, it just felt like
a bit bony.
not as smooth.
Good. One thing you can do, right? You could just allow this rotation to get in a little more, so you get a little bit more length. You see, take a bit of bravery. But now that ball's coming off really soft, we need to get it back a little further. Wow, what a difference.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Happy
Even
with
your
that.
club face was great through the ball.
Yeah.
And I like the fact you're doing this with 56. You do have a 60 in there.
Yeah.
But 56 is the shot here. A lot of people say, well, why don't you use your 60? But almost like having a really weak loft like a 60, you've got to be absolutely superb with your speed control because it's so easy for it to ride up the face.
Yeah.
So you've got a little bit of a stronger loft, which kind of encourages you to release it a bit weaker.
Yeah.
And that's what increases the spin and gets it landing softer. So I'm a big fan of using 54s, 56s from this situation rather than the obvious club, which is like a 60.
That 60 degree is my get me out of here.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in the trenches.
Like I say 60s on the back should say in big red capital letters for emergency use only.
Exactly,
right?
Yeah. That's it.
Wow, what a difference.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Buzzing with that.
That's really good. Great shot. See the spin again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. Right, now, if you've got a lie then, like that, where it's much tighter, or even in these footprints,
Yeah.
sort of show me how you think about dealing with that, because obviously, you know, in the summer we get these sort of lies.
No, I'm joking.
Kick it.
So what, like that?
Yeah. Knowing the shot you just played there, do you think is it on the cards to play that?
No, I think I'd hit the ball like
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yeah. So the answer is I don't know what to do.
Okay, well that's great.
Yeah.
Right, so let's go through it, because I think a lot of people are in the same situation as you. It's like
Yeah.
the lie really dictates everything. So from this situation here, yeah, you can't play the shot. Your eye might say, I'd love to play that release 2 soft landing shot, but the lie is saying no.
Yeah.
So you've got to play into the bank. So your options here would be a putter. You have a little bit of hinge on the putter and sort of try and get the contact. A little hybrid.
Yeah.
Or a 5-wood would be a nice shot. If you wanted to use an iron, you could use something like a 7-iron and hit that into the bank.
Yeah.
If you wanted to stick with your 56, you would have to play it right outside your back foot, and you would have to make sure that leading edge gets into the back of the ball.
Yeah.
Because from this lie, we have to steepen the attack. We have to drill into the bank and sort of play something like that and still get a contact and get this little curly divot.
Yeah.
And this for me is like the real skill of short game, which is you might from today like go away and get these fantastic techniques, but this is the skill of like looking at that lie, and that lie tells you what shot to play. So we just managed that really well. So yeah, a few options. I try that one because I like this one because it goes in low because we take the loft off, but you can see it still has some spin.
Yeah.
So from that lie there, I'd be right outside your back.
And what? It's just a steeper. It's
a steeper
like chopping
attack.
down on it a bit.
But when you put this much shaft lean at address, it encourages that.
Okay.
And then you're just going to put the lean edge.
So
and
you have it all the way, like
right the way outside.
Past the back.
Only for this, a very specialist
Yeah.
shot.
Okay.
So you'd never do this from a normal lie,
Yeah.
right? So we got a 56. We're turning it into a 9-iron. You're going to hinge. You're going to get the back of the ball. And we're going to hit it in the bank. There you go.
Oh yeah.
See, there is no such thing as a bad lie.
I love that.
Just different techniques.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's just remembering this when you're out on the golf course, but it's really as well. It's not so much remembering it either. It's more like for me, it's just like logic.
Yeah.
So once you look at the line, you sort of ask yourself questions and like, how do I need to get that club on the ball to be able to get a contact? That will just tell me. Well, I need to get leading edge in. Okay, well, how do I get the leading edge? Well, if I do that, I get the leading edge more down, and if I do that, I'm going to be able to get more into the back of it. If it's sitting up on a nice bit of grass, well, I don't want to be doing that. I go this way, and I release it under. So it's getting that real kind of like intuitive, skillful look at the lie, and that tells you the shot. All right, so we're just going to
make your decision, I guess.
Totally, yeah. So as it lies, play the shot. I think you could try release 2 there.
I think so.
Beautifully played. Beautiful. Go on, go in.
Oh. Take that though. I mean, that's much better. You can see the ones at the back where we started.
Yeah. That's brilliant. Honestly, I mean, that is fantastic. Making sense?
Yeah, no.
All right,
100%.
we're getting the bunker now, I think.
What's that?
We're getting the sand.
Oh yeah, because that's an interesting one.
All right.
A bit of work to do, as long as we've got time for it.
Listen, that amazing.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy with that.
Right, we're in the sand now. You were saying this is probably your biggest problem.
This is my biggest fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, is a bunker. And so I'll intentionally play safety shots away from
Yeah.
bunkers because I know if I'm in here, we're in trouble.
Okay, well, let's try and get to that pro mindset where
Yes.
pros are actually very happy to go into bunkers, right?
Yeah.
In a way, they prefer it because they get more consistency in the lie.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to watch you play some shots. You've got your 56 again. We're going to go for this right-hand pin. It's about a 12 to 15-yard bunker shot, sort of average length bunker shot we get. I've been quite generous with the lie. You've got a nice friendly lie there, okay? So
Yeah.
let's see what you've got, okay?
All right.
That sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay. Right, so if we have a look at just intro, I'm going to watch you a few more, but just before we really get into it, can you see where that line is pointing?
Uh-huh.
Just come and have a look where that line's going compared to the pin.
Yeah.
It's a long way to the left.
Nowhere
yeah?
near it.
Yeah. So that's one of the reasons you struggle is because you're sending the sand 30 degrees left.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to get the purchase on it, okay? You swing kind of a long way across it. That was a bit better actually. The line was a bit better there. Have
Yeah.
one more. Okay. Actually not bad. Again, some good stuff in there. Maybe from what we've done, you know, you're starting to rotate better
I'll
there.
be honest with you, those are the best bunker shots I've hit in the last year.
All right, okay, so you did
Yeah.
actually rotate quite nicely there. Now, there's a few things we need to tidy up.
Yes.
I'm going to stand here and I'm going to put some footprints in here. Well, I
Yeah.
might just hit one first and just show you. So you get, again, a little bit square and move side to side quite a lot. We need to get you using your wrist more through there. So you're going to release through impact a little bit more and really get your chest opening up. You see the speed I played that and a little bit more around the corner.
Yeah.
So you're quite linear. And got to watch your aim. Don't aim way left. Right.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to put some footprints here, and you're going to stand into them, and you're going to see what you can feel. Right. So I'm going to put that's for the club face.
Yeah.
Dig the feet in. I'm going to do it for your height, where you need to be. Perfect. Shaft line there. So cool. You get in there. See what you can feel.
And is it the same in the sense of like the weight on that left foot?
More
again?
so for this.
Even more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. What do you notice if you just call out things that feel different?
Wide.
Wider. Yeah.
Wider.
Distance from the ball. Same or
Further away. I
further
think.
away?
Yeah.
Good. Left foot position.
Yeah, like obviously opened up more.
It's opened up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was very straight before. Now
Right.
the opening of the foot is going to allow you to get that knee. You've
Yeah.
got to throw that knee over the foot.
Okay.
And that's going to put the pressure forward.
Right.
To get your pelvis forward.
Yeah.
Because you weren't very sort of dynamic and athletic before. It was all very straight up and down.
Yeah.
Very hard to get the platform you need out the sand. So you can be wide, fly the foot, push the pressure, pelvis in, further away to get the hands lower.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're aiming nice and square on.
And shaft lean wise, what,
Yeah.
a
Well,
bit of that or?
For this lie, because it's quite a nice bit of sand.
Yeah.
So that line in the sand, you want to get the shaft on that, okay, which is in line with the back of the ball.
Yeah.
If we had a different lie,
Yeah.
barer sand, we'd put a bit of lean in, take the
Okay.
bounce off.
Yeah.
But for this, we want some bounce on.
Okay.
So higher and more spin straight away.
Yeah.
Did you feel a bit more grounded?
Yeah. No, it feels a little bit weird, but
Weird.
as did everything today,
Yeah.
so that's good.
Yes, that's a proper bank shot.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, got some action there. You can see from up there. I can't see.
Yeah.
But
No,
that's
that's good.
some
It's
spin,
good.
yeah.
Couple of feet, yeah.
Yeah, good. Right, just move away now. Just get your feet. So keep the ball. A couple of balls just inside that left heel. Don't get it too far back. This way, another inch. Both feet. That's it. Left foot flares out more than that. Knee points forward. Pelvis forward. Upper body slightly back. Great. Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh. It's about an inch.
An inch. We'll take that.
Absolutely. No.
Right, take a backswing. So you're hinging nicely. Okay, if you can get this feeling, to get a bit more height, if you sort of just feel like the knuckles are twisting up a bit more. See what it does to the club face?
That's yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like literally the opposite of playing like a 7-iron or
Yeah,
something. Like
exactly.
usually I'm like
Trying to
that.
flex
yeah.
there to get the face strong.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want the face weak here.
Okay. Yeah.
So I like how you're playing him. I just want to see if we can get it even higher, okay?
Okay.
Right, so go to the top and just make that move with the left wrist. There we go.
Yeah.
Right. Let's
Okay.
do that again. close. Just not too much sand.
Yeah.
Try and keep your feet a little bit more anchored. You know, a little bit more down, all right?
What, as in get into the sand?
Yeah,
more?
because you had a little bit sort of weight shift there.
Okay.
I want you to really feel like you've got diver's boots on here. Right, your strong feet, flare the foot. Good. Okay, upper body just a little bit back.
Yeah.
Okay, right, we got it. Nice, higher.
Yeah.
In the holster. Good.
I feel like I'm still maybe just finishing a bit like up here instead of
Watch me hit one more.
down
So
there.
you want to be feeling, just stand in front of me so you can just see how this club works. Just stand there.
Yep.
Look. The arc is the important thing. So you release it and then you're around the corner. See, I want to get my hands as narrow as possible here.
Yeah.
All right. So just see, we don't want to be going wide this way. It's not like a full swing. So you release and it's in here. See how narrow it is?
Right. It never comes out
Yeah.
there, yeah. Okay.
I mean, we're getting advanced now, right?
Okay,
So we're not just trying to get it out. We're trying to get
that.
height and spin, right? We go to the top.
Maybe a bit wider.
That's what we're talking about is the release.
Yeah.
You narrow.
Okay.
Right there, just longer backswing, okay? Keep a bit more speed of the chest through sand.
Longer backswing,
Yeah.
and more speed, yeah.
Nice, look at that. I mean, that's quite a high lip in front of you, look.
Yeah.
And that got over with ease.
Yeah. Really happy with that.
Yeah.
Much better than...
Let's hit and hope now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice, great spin there. That's not a bad collection, is it?
What's that?
Not a bad collection
Yeah,
of balls.
absolutely.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, really happy with that. And I think as well, just making sure I rotate that back hip.
Yeah.
That's one of the big things.
Don't transfer your weight, you rotate, that's the key word. So you're here, but this sort of right side here is turning back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your weight is here. You might feel a bit of a pressure shift, but your weight is here.
Yeah.
The right side goes back, you release, and then you're around the corner.
Yeah.
Okay? Good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can feel like you've got
better,
weight down and you're not driving, but you can just feel a bit of at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, they're all from decent lies.
I was going to say, those are the nice Woburn bunkers, you know? What about the ones
Yeah, well,
the local course?
Well, let's say you've got a little bit less sand, okay?
Yeah.
And it's a bit more compact, and you don't feel you can splash the sand. So a bit more like that.
Yeah.
Any thoughts? Anything you'd be concerned of? Or?
In my head, I should approach it in a similar way I approached it when it's like bare over there.
So in terms of bounce, what did we do over there?
We want more of the leading edge.
Yeah, so we took bounce off.
Yeah.
So when it's really fluffy,
Yeah.
we want bounce on. When it's compact like this, we want to be taking it off. What's the easiest way to take bounce off?
Well, not opening the face and
Yeah.
sorry, getting the attach.
Shaft lean,
the shaft lean,
So you're going to lean the shaft forward. So the easiest way to do that, if you move both feet that way 2 inches, a bit more. See, that allows you to get in front of it more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it not just so I'm not like this.
Yeah.
It's actually okay.
It's more your upper body in front of
Yeah.
it. I would still open the face a little bit because we've still
Okay.
got a high lip in front of us.
Yeah.
But I would be taking the bounce off with shaft lean.
Okay.
Okay. So it'll still be there, right?
Yeah.
Now, 99% of the work is done now. Don't give this lie any more respect.
Okay.
Just play it.
Yeah.
It should give you a shorter, more release 1 follow through.
Yeah.
Versus the release 2/3 you were doing
Yeah.
at the last shot, where you would really release in this way. If you do that, by the way, from this lie, it's thinning straight in the face.
Okay.
Right?
What
Because
the
the release, because it's going to
Yeah.
land and kick.
Okay.
So we want now, this divot depth has got to get deeper as it's getting past the balls.
Yeah.
The depth of the divot.
Got you.
While you were playing such nice shots there, your divot depth was consistent from front to back.
Yeah.
Okay, we want it to go deeper
Okay.
after impact.
Yeah.
So
Got
it's
you.
getting steeper.
So really coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But don't go crazy, just
Yeah.
let the setup do most of the work. Like that.
Yeah.
You hear it, it was like a
It's
louder
like a
noise.
thud. Yeah.
Really good. And look, see, it started here and it's gone deeper.
Yeah.
And that's how you manage these lies. And so important, 'cause I think so many golfers just go in a bunker, play a bunker shot, you see it all the time when they throw their arms up and tell their mates there's no sand in the bunker.
Yeah.
But really, it's no excuse. You've got to read the lie.
Right.
You've got to switch your eyes on, switch your feet on, read the lie. Amazing.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So this one will get a bigger first bounce, and then it'll, I guess that had a lot of spin on second bounce, did it?
Yeah, it did, yeah. A lot of
so
spin,
it
yeah.
skipped and then just bit up.
I've never seen spin out of a bunker
There we
before.
go.
This is exciting. Groundbreaking.
Right, another tight lie.
So.
Good. Really good.
Yeah.
So it won't give you the same height, it won't give you the same spin, but the lie has to be the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because you misread that and you get a poor contact, it's usually game over, isn't it, when you thin it 50 yards over the pin on most golf courses. Really good. Now, what about a plugged lie then? Did you ever get these ones?
I'm familiar with these, unfortunately, yeah. I mean, I can only think about exaggerating more of that.
Yeah.
And
So
just trying to get it to really pop out.
Yeah.
And maybe, would you still open the face to get it?
I would absolutely. There's different schools of thoughts on this. I like to open the face. Because I want to be using, I want this heel to dig in. You know where it tapers in here?
Yeah.
Very sharp in the heel. So I want to get my heel lower, open it, and I swing out to in, because that's the steepening ingredient, out to in, and dig the heel in.
Yeah.
And it pops up fine. But you have got to hit behind the ball here.
Behind the ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
So kind of lean into the slope.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, if the lie was okay, I'd lean a bit more with the slope. Because of the lie, you've got to lean into the slope.
Yeah.
Hands are forward, open the face a bit more than that, really wide open. And now you are going to swing out and across, and you're going to have no follow through.
Okay.
You're just going to put the club behind the ball and leave it there.
Yeah.
Right? We're out.
Yeah.
Could have had a bit more speed, I think.
Okay.
Let's really bury that one. Come on, wide open face, out and across. Maybe just get a little bit more left with your aim for this one, just to try and help you.
Left,
yeah, just to open the face now, that's it. Loads of wrist hinge. Just shot, it's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Can you feel the heel sort of digging in?
Yeah. It's a workout, those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, so make sure you can remember the standard one as well, because that's hopefully what you're going to get the most of. There you go. Watch it spin.
Wow. Yeah. That was sick. Amazing.
So you got to be a bit bolder with that. But listen, that's brilliant. So main points for you were, again, you were just a little bit kind of, I like the width you had before, but it was a bit 50-50 square feet, moving around, you know, not really playing it with any sort of zip at the bottom. So we've gone wider, we've gone further away, we've flared the foot 45, knee forward, pelvis forward, right shoulder a little bit lower out of soft sand, hands low, shaft in line with the back of the ball, opening the face, and then we're just going to allow the right side to turn a bit more for you, and then, you know, you've got a lot of good things there, but you've got to feel like you're just going to release and then around a bit more, and then that keeps the loft and bounce on. That's why you're getting higher shots with a bit more spin.
Amazing, yeah.
All right.
That felt really good.
Cool. That was great.
Happy days, you know. Thank you very much. That was awesome. Really, really good. Game changer.
Yeah.
It's so annoying, you know, you sit, I've sat around edge of the green trying to figure it out myself, and I'm just there like, you know what, someone needs to actually show me how to do this.
So good, yeah, good today. So tell us about how you started, because you're obviously well known in the YouTube space.
Yeah.
What's your history with it all?
Well, I started it about 13 years ago when I was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
And it was all very gaming related content. And naturally I just sort of grew out of that and ended up moving into, I mean, the genre I call it is me and my friends dicking around.
Yeah.
And
it looks like you have amazing fun.
Oh yeah, no, it's honestly, I have a lot of fun doing it. I can't complain. I'm just lucky that sort of people allow it to be my job, really. Thankfully people watch. So,
no, it's good stuff. And getting into a bit more golf as well.
Absolutely. I mean, found myself with some spare time, so I thought I'd pick up a new skill. And now it's just trying to I'd like to get down to single digits at some point.
Well,
but
what you've done today, there's no doubt you can do that.
Yeah.
I can tell when a player's kind of like got the feel for the game, you've got it.
Yeah.
You were just slightly lacking like the technical sort of basics really about
know-how.
The setup, and a bit of know-how as well.
Yeah.
And I think you start combining that with a bit of practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no reason you shouldn't be in single figures.
That's good. So that's the motivation I need for this summer.
Honestly, this time next year, you should be definitely looking at 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Set a really ambitious ambitious goal, right?
That is chopping like 6 off the handicap, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
No, it was good.
No, I
Listen,
appreciate
great
it.
work today.
Cheers. Thank you so
All right,
much for
okay.
today.
Keep
Honestly,
in
it was
touch, yeah?
class. Yeah.
All right,
for
brilliant.
sure.